Frankfurt. Going to the fair, seeing the people at AV Stumpfl who are claiming to run the only raw media server. They're saying it's the only one that runs 4 parallel uncompressed 4K streams in a media server. Well, let's have a look. Obviously they changed the software so it's more applicable to people like me.
This is a first look on Pixera, the latest take on media servers by Stumpfl. I promise to provide some deeper insight as soon as I have it installed and spend some time with it. It's very early right now, too early in fact to see all the issues resolved, and some things will definitely get better over the next weeks.
It is an Austrian company, I have to add, and we're going to look at their servers. The philosophy at Stumpfl was always to provide people with a server or a hardware piece that runs the software they sell, and at the same time provides the security of always having the up-to-date hardware with the up-to-date software. This is the raw, and it still runs up to 4 uncompressed 4K streams or 2 uncompressed raw streams. Well, it really depends on how much you put on this machine until it starts to stumble, but it takes a lot of time until it stumbles. Those Pixera servers come as a small unit and a larger unit, still are very small. Fitting them into an installation might be pretty easy.
Pixera 1 is 1U, Pixera 2 is 2U. That's very easy.
That's very simple. I really wanted, you see all these objects they're going to map on? I really wanted to just film how he's explaining this to me. Then he told me I should just watch. He's going to show me once, and then I'm going to do it. So I'm going to turn off the camera, and we'll watch him, and then we'll try to obtain the same result he did with just watching once. No 2 days training, no workshops for 1 week somewhere else. Let's see. Alright, that was pretty fascinating.
The first thing you realize is how prepared Pixera comes when you open it. There is a huge list of all the suppliers for LED panels, for example, in the library. Let's just generate a normal screen as we just learned it, and let's manipulate this screen, make it a little wider and a little taller. Now you come to mapping, and there is an even bigger list of all the projectors available. So let's just push in 2 21Ks here, because we like them so much, and let's change the lens to a wider lens so we can actually fit them in here. Let's pretend we have those lenses. This might not be such a big thing for all you people who work with one projector every day, but if you hire something, this is really handy, because now I can prepare my project without having those projectors at hand. I can just look what it might look like when I arrange those projectors on my screen with what lens. Let's arrange it. It's easily done here. Just choose the overlap for your soft edge, apply it, and here you are. Well, this is a waste of space actually, but okay. So there is a 3D representation of what we just built here, and this looks pretty good already. So let's generate the soft edge. And if you generate the soft edge, you can already create a softer or harder edge by pulling around these Bezier handles, which is pretty comfortable if you work on something that is maybe a glossy surface or something. So you might want to play around with these a little until it looks great. Now we come over to the composition tab, and here you see a 3D representation of your screen. You can actually have a ground plane in here so we can see something. And you just pull the footage over here and it fills. You can just scroll around the timeline here or have it play, and as you can see, you can make this layer either fit like the height or just fill the screen like you would want to fill it, or stretch it out there. whatever looks good. Maybe somebody prepared some footage that actually fits onto your screen. There are some things that I really like about this timeline. For example, the auto fade if you push things into each other. And as usual on every other media server, you can make this like loop freely, and this one as well, loop freely. Like, here we go. Now if we just fade over and stop somewhere.
If you are the planning kind of technician, you could import a complete 3D file with your stage and arrange everything numerically. And if you are the intuitive artist, just slap your projectors together and start mapping. The mapping and warping area looks pretty usable, and since it is all real time, it's pretty much fun to fiddle around with it.
So this is what we just saw on the screen, and basically what they offer you now is you rebuild a stage. All this happens on a display which is pretty sorted out. It's not crammed with interfaces, and the whole user interface feels really nice. It's few buttons. If you want to go deep, you can go deep. If you don't want to go deep, you don't go deep. You just pull things in, and it's a gradual line of experience, I think. So
I'm not being paid to say this, but some things in Pixera make life really easy, like the timeline or the method how you map a 3D file with its UV onto a real-life object. Some other things are just convenient, like the huge library, for example. Give it some time and some development. If some of the flaws are gone and some more features are implemented, Pixera will be one of the #1 solutions for media servers. If you like those insights to technology, subscribe to the channel and I'll be seeing you next time.